Addition and subtraction of fractions. In performing addition and subtraction of fractions, we need to remember two rules. We have to check if the fractions given are similar or dissimilar fractions. When we say similar fractions, are those fractions having the same denominator. In this example, number 1 is an example of similar fractions because they have the same denominator. We have 7, 7, and 7. While number 2 is an example of dissimilar fractions. The first denominator is 5 and the second denominator is 4. So we have to check if the fractions are similar or dissimilar because they have different rules in performing their operations. Okay, so how do we perform addition and subtraction of fractions having the same denominator? So sayon rin siya, if the fractions have the same denominator, all we need to do is just simply copy the denominator and perform the operations in the numerator. So we will try this example 1. Example 1, you are given 2 over 7 plus 11 over 7 minus 1 over 7. So since they are similar, so what we need to do is just simply copy the denominator, copy the common denominator. So we have the common denominator is 7. So we copy 7. Then afterwards, we perform the operation in the numerator. So that means 2 plus 11 is 13. Then minus 1 is 12. So we have 12 over 7. So afterwards, we change this fraction. Since this is improper fraction, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what we need to do is just simply change this fraction into mixed number. Okay? So in changing this fraction into mixed number, we just simply divide 12 by 7. So when we divide 12 by 7, we have 1, and the remainder would be 5. Then we copy the denominator 7. So our answer is 1 and 5 over 7. Okay? Next example. We have 3 and 2 over 5 plus 2 and 1/4. Now this time, since the fractions are dissimilar, we need to find the LCD. Unlike with the first example, since they are similar fractions, we just simply copy the denominator, which is 7. For this example, since they are dissimilar fractions, what we need to do is just simply find the LCD between 5 and 4. So we have what we need to do with the whole number here. 3 and 2 is just simply add. So we have 3 plus 2 is 5. So we have add 5. Then the fraction. Our LCD is 20. When we say LCD, it's the least common denominator that is divisible to all the denominators in the fraction. So meaning, kining 20 must be divisible by 5, and at the same time 20 must be divisible by 4. So 20 is our LCD. Pinakagamay nga number nga pwede ma-divide sa 5 o sa 20. 5 o sa 4. So in this case, we divide 20 by 5 is 4. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Then multiply that with 2. That gives us 8. Then we copy plus. The same, 20 divided by 4 is 5. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. Then times 1 is 5. Therefore, we copy the whole number 5. Then the fraction, we copy 20. Then 8 plus 5 is 13. Since dili naman ni siya ma-reduce to the lowest term, so this is now our final answer. Okay. Arita sa sunod nga example. Next example, given 11 over 3 minus 7 over 2. In this case, the similar fractions with the denominators 3 and 2. So maugyapon, we need to find the LCD. For this example, our LCD is 6. Since 6 is divisible by 3 and 6 is also divisible by 2. So therefore, our LCD is 6. So that means 6 divided by 3 is 2, multiplied to 11 is 22. Balik, 6 divided by 3 is 2, multiplied to 11 is 22. So this is 22, copy minus. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Then 3 times 7 is 21. Then equals, so 22 minus 21 is 1 over 6. So 1 over 6 is not, is already in its lowest term. Okay, next example. How about if we are given 1 and 5 over 9 plus 2 and 3 over 7 minus 2 and 1/3. So we will try to check the denominators 9, 7, and 3. So of course they are different. So what we need to do is to find the LCD between 9, 7, and 3. Okay, so what would be the LCD between 9, 7, and 3 would be, by the way, we perform first the whole numbers here. So that is 1 plus 2 is 3 minus 2 is 1. So we have one whole number diha. The LCD between 9, 7, and 3 would be 63. When we divide 63 by 9, that gives us 7. Then when we divide 63 by 7, that gives us 9. And when we divide 63 by 3, that gives us 21. Okay? So, let's do it. Saan man siya? So, balik. 63 divided by 9 is 7. Times 5 is 35. So, we write 35. Then we copy plus. 63 divided by 7 is 9. So, times 3. So, 9 times 3 is 27. Then we copy minus. 63 divided by 3 is 21. Then 21 times 1 is 21. Then afterwards, we perform the operations in the numerator. So we will have equals, copy equals, then we copy 1. Then we copy the denominator 63. Now we have 35 plus 27, that would give us 62. Then 62 minus 21, that would give us 41. So, since 41 over 63 is already in its simplest form, dili na ni siya ma-reduce, so this is now the final answer. Okay, let's proceed to the next example. We have 7 over 10 minus 3 over 20 plus 7 over 30. So of course, different denominators, 10, 20, and 30. So what we need to do is to find the LCD between these three numbers. So our LCD would be 60. Since this is the lowest number that is divisible by 10, divisible by 20, at the same time divisible by 30. So let's do the process. 60 divided by 10 is 6. Then times 7 would be 42. Then we copy minus. 60 divided by 20 is 3. times 3, that gives us 9. We copy plus 60 divided by 30 is 2. Then times 7, that gives us 14. Then we perform the operations in the numerator. So our LCD is 60. We have 42 minus 9 is 33. Then 33 plus 14 is 47. Okay? Since there are no common factors in the numerator and denominator, so this is the final answer. Okay. Next example. For example, we are given these fractions. 10 over 9 plus 3 over 9 minus 2 over 9 plus 5 over 3. As you can see, we have 4 fractions. We have 3 fractions here which are similar fractions, and we only have 1 fraction which is different from the other 3 fractions. The denominator here is 3. So what we need to do, if you are given fractions like this, what we need to do is just simply combine all those fractions having the same denominator. Then afterwards, we will find the LCD for the next fraction. So for this example, we will combine these 3 fractions, 10 over 9, 3 over 9, and 2 over 9. So we have, since these are similar fractions, we just simply copy the denominator 9. Then we copy first the 5 over 3. We just leave it 5 over 3 here. So we add and subtract the numerator, that is 10 plus 3 is 13, minus 2 is 11. So this is 11 over 9. Then afterwards, we are left to these 2 fractions. We will find the LCD between these 2 fractions now. So we have 9 and 3. So our LCD would be 9. Since 9 is divisible by 9 and 9 is also divisible by 3. So 9 divided by 9 is 1 times 11, that's 11. We copy plus. 9 divided by 3 is 3 times 5 is 15. Then we perform the operation in the numerator, that gives us 26 over 9. That's 11 plus 15 is 26. There are no more common factors between 26 over 29. So what we need to do, since there is no common factors in the numerator and denominator, what we need to do is just simply change this one to mixed number by simply dividing 26 divided by 9. So 26 divided by 9, that gives us 2 and 8 over 9. So when we divide 26 by 9, we have 2 and 8 over 9. Okay, so next example. This time we have, so we will make a line here. This time we have 5 and 3 over 4 minus 2 and 1 over 8. So we perform the whole numbers first. We have 5 minus 2 is 3. Then we find the LCD between these 2 fractions, 4 and 8. Of course, our LCD is 8. 8 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4 is 2, times 3 is 6. Then minus 8 divided by 8 is 1, times 1 is 1. So we copy 3, the whole number. Then 6 minus 1 is 5 over 8. So this is now the final answer. Okay, that's it. So I hope you have learned something about Annie. Thank you and God bless.